Did you know that the Great Pyramid of Giza is so perfectly aligned with the cardinal points that some believe its construction would be impossible without advanced technology? Perhaps even alien? And what's more, the precision of the alignment is even more impressive when we consider the precession of the equinoxes, an astronomical phenomenon that changes the position of the stars over thousands of years. The pyramid seems to have been built taking this into account. Also, the original perimeter of the pyramid's base, divided by twice its original height, results in a number incredibly close to pi symbol, the mathematical constant. Would this be just a coincidence, or evidence of advanced mathematical knowledge? Intriguing, isn't it? Stick with me, that's just the beginning. Hello curious minds and welcome to my channel. Here, we explore the most intriguing facts, the most bizarre stories, and the most surprising curiosities in the world. I'm Jack, and together, we'll dive into a universe of knowledge and question, is this real or fake? Today's topic is one of humanity's greatest mysteries, the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Did the ancient Egyptians have a little help, perhaps from out of this world? Get ready to have your minds blown. Let's start by talking more in depth about that curiosity I mentioned. The Great Pyramid, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu, is a masterpiece of ancient engineering, made up of over 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing between 2.5 and 80 tons, the equivalent of 15 African elephants. The original height of the pyramid was about 146.6 meters, which made it the tallest structure in the world for over 3,800 years, until the construction of Lincoln Cathedral in England in 1311. How were these blocks cut, transported, and stacked with such precision over 4,500 years ago? Conspiracy theorists, like Erich von Däniken, in his book Chariots of the Gods, point to the help of extraterrestrials, claiming that the Egyptians did not possess the necessary technology for such a feat. Von Däniken argues that the precision of the stonework, the complexity of the internal design, and the astronomical alignment are clear evidence of outside intervention. Now, let's explore the facts that support this theory. One of the main arguments is the pyramid's near-perfect alignment with the stars of the Orion constellation. Robert Bauval, a Belgian engineer and writer, in his book The Orion Mystery, published in 1994, proposes that the three pyramids of Giza were built to mirror the position of these stars around 10,500 BC. He argues that the slight offset between the alignment of the pyramids and the stars of the Orion belt corresponds exactly to the configuration of the sky at that time, due to the precession of the equinoxes. This suggests advanced astronomical knowledge, possibly obtained from a technologically superior civilization, or even, according to Bauval, from a lost civilization like Atlantis. Furthermore, there are hieroglyphs that some claim depict flying objects and strange beings. One frequently cited example is the so-called Abydos helicopter, a series of hieroglyphs found in the temple of Seti at Abydos, which seem to represent a helicopter, an airplane, and a submarine. Did the Egyptians have contact with advanced aerial technology, provided by visitors from another planet? Another point raised by ancient astronaut theorists is the question of the mathematics and geometry of the Great Pyramid. As mentioned earlier, the ratio between the perimeter of the base and twice the height of the pyramid is remarkably close to pi symbol. Moreover, the latitude of the Great Pyramid, 29.9792458 degrees north, is practically identical to the speed of light in a vacuum, 299,792,458 meters per second. Are these coincidences, or evidence of scientific knowledge far beyond what is attributed to the ancient Egyptians? Some theorists suggest that this knowledge may have been bequeathed by an advanced civilization or taught to them by extraterrestrial beings. But since not everything is what it seems, there are also solid arguments that challenge this theory. Archaeologists and historians, like Mark Lehner, one of the leading experts on Giza, who has dedicated decades of his life to the study of the pyramids and Egyptian society, propose ingenious, yet earthly, methods for the pyramid's construction. They suggest the use of ramps, possibly spiraled or zigzagged, to raise the blocks. These ramps could be internal or external, and made of mud bricks, stone, or a combination of materials. Furthermore, studies indicate that workers used sleds lubricated with water to reduce friction and facilitate the transport of stones, as demonstrated in physics experiments. As for the workforce, excavations have revealed a city near the pyramids where between 4,000 to 20,000 workers lived, depending on the time of year, with evidence of bakeries, butcher shops, workshops, and even cemeteries, suggesting that they were not slaves but skilled and well cared for workers, who took turns in shifts. Another crucial point is the issue of cutting and fitting the stones. Proponents of the alien theory often claim that the precision is millimetric and impossible to achieve with copper tools, which were the known tools at the time. However, Egyptologists like Dennis Stocks, who specialized in ancient Egyptian technology, have experimentally demonstrated that, with patience and skill, it is possible to achieve precise fits using only copper tools, sand as an abrasive, and a lot of manpower. Moreover, tool marks found on blocks and in the limestone and granite quarries, such as the famous Aswan quarries, are entirely consistent with the use of copper tools, copper saws, and stone drills. There is no need to invoke lasers or other advanced technologies to explain the precision of the stone cutting. And to add even more mystery, we have to consider the many chambers and passages still unexplored within the pyramid. In 2017, the Scan Pyramids Project, an international collaboration of scientists, used muon radiography, a technique that allows visualizing the interior of large structures without damaging them, and revealed the existence of a large void, called the Scan Pyramids Big Void, at least 30 meters long, above the Grand Gallery. The function of this void is still a complete mystery. Could it be evidence of alien technology, spaces with still unknown structural functions, weight-relieving chambers, or vestiges of an internal ramp system? Moreover, there is the Queen's Chamber, which has two narrow shafts of unknown function that do not reach the exterior of the pyramid, further adding to the mystery. What do these shafts represent? Are they ventilation ducts, symbolic passages for the pharaoh's soul, or something else entirely? Furthermore, the ancient astronaut theory often ignores the gradual evolution of pyramid construction techniques in Egypt. Before the Great Pyramid of Giza, there were several other pyramids, such as the Step Pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara, designed by the famous architect Imhotep around 2670 BC, which show a progression in engineering and architecture over time. The Bent Pyramid and the Red Pyramid, both at Dahshur, built by Pharaoh Sneferu, Khufu's father, are examples of experimentation that led to the final design of the Great Pyramid. The Great Pyramid itself was likely the result of a long process of experimentation, learning from mistakes, and refinement, not a sudden technological leap, as suggested by alien theorists. The implications of this curiosity, if true, are staggering. If aliens helped build the Great Pyramid of Giza, it would completely change our understanding of human history, technological evolution, and our place in the universe. We would be forced to admit that we are not alone and that we were visited by far more advanced civilizations in the past, perhaps even our creators, as some theorists suggest. This would also raise questions about the purpose of this alien intervention. Was it to help us, guide us, or for some other unknown objective? And if they are still among us, what does that mean for our future? But if it's false, it serves as a reminder of the power of human imagination, our tendency to seek extraordinary explanations for extraordinary feats, and most importantly, the incredible capacity for achievement of our ancestors, even with seemingly simple tools. Moreover, it's important to consider the cultural, religious, and symbolic context of ancient Egypt. The pyramids were not just tombs, but also religious and symbolic monuments of immense power. They represented the stairway to the sky, the place of ascension of the pharaoh, who was considered a god-king, to the realm of the gods. The idea that such an advanced civilization, with such a rich religion and cosmology, would need the help of otherworldly beings to build these monuments can be seen as an underestimation of the beliefs, capacity, and self-determination of the ancient Egyptians. Are we projecting our own technological limitations and worldview onto a culture that had a different relationship with the cosmos, with life, death, and with the construction of monuments that transcended earthly existence itself? Another aspect often overlooked is the vast body of knowledge and administrative practices that the Egyptians developed to manage large-scale construction projects. They had writing systems, mathematics, accounting, measurement, and planning that were extremely advanced for the time. There is evidence of censuses, tax collection, ration distribution, and labor organization on an impressive scale. Therefore, the organizational capacity required to build the Great Pyramid, while challenging, was not necessarily impossible for the ancient Egyptians. And now, my favorite part, your opinion. After learning about the facts, the different perspectives, the theories, and the mysteries that still surround the Great Pyramid of Giza, what do you think? Was the construction of the Great Pyramid aided by aliens, or was it a uniquely human achievement? Does this theory have a scientific and historical basis, or is it just a misinterpretation of facts, fueled by our fascination with the unknown and the desire to believe that we are not alone in the universe? Do we underestimate the capabilities of ancient civilizations, or do we overestimate our own understanding of the past? Share your theories and opinions in the comments. Remember to maintain respect and civility, as healthy debate is always welcome. Your participation is essential to building knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, like the video, and share it with your curious friends. In the next episode, we'll unravel another intriguing mystery that will challenge your convictions. Until next time, and remember, the world is full of curiosities to be explored.